Hello crypto fam, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to go over XRP and how this thing could actually hit $3. Some analysts are predicting that, and what's more important to me is we're going to go over some TA looking at XRP and of course BTC. Let's pull up the chart right away, because you know what, charts are what are going to tell us what's happening. So what we see from BTC right now is we are on an uptrend. This is the parallel channel I drew over the weekend, and I was able to scalp here. I was able to take a loss here, but that's okay. That's how trading works. Look at how much smaller the loss is compared to the win. And if I would have let it ride up, it would have been about triple that win. But you know what? That's okay. It's normally what happens in trading. I'm just happy it was a profitable weekend. And of course, you guys, as you know, I am using BTCC. I currently still have a trade open on XRP, and I still believe in that long. So it's one of those, you just kind of have to wait it out. Don't forget though, one thing I really like to use to my advantage is they've got two trading platforms in a sense, right? They've got their regular futures trading, which does not let you do isolated margin. And then they have their perpetual futures trading pro, which allows you to actually use the isolated margin. So I've been using both as my example to kind of benefit. I'll have trades open on this end and trades open on the other end. And just like this current BTC one, even though we are on an uptrend, I am waiting for a pullback. And I've got a long trade open, which is a swing trade, not necessarily my standard day trading strategy. But what this does tell me is with this uptrend that we've seen in BTC, we're able to also see that kind of happen here in XRP. And you can kind of see that it took off. Now, when we look at the retracement from what we did from the last one to now, we've currently passed the 61.8. And it looks like we're going to make it up to the 78.6. And if we do the other end of it, where we do the trend-based fib extension from the first wave down to the bottom, we've already passed the 1618, and it's looking like we should be able to get back to the 2618. The thing is, that would have given it almost a full retracement, and we would still be at a big uptrend. And if we zoom out to the bigger picture, we can actually see that we're still within this triangle setting. So like you guys can see here, we've got big support, right? So anytime we're down to these numbers, you want to have buy signals. You want to be entering the market as soon as possible. And then for the way out, you're going to want to wait and see if we break through this trend line that we've had for a long time. I mean, this trend line's been going on for, I don't even know how long. It's been roughly 152 days, and it has not been able to break through that. As you can see, it stopped here, it stopped here. If it breaks through this, we are looking at a mini bull run. And what you want to do with that is look at the fib retracement. So we go from here to here. The 61.8 puts us at around $2.73, which is a really good number for XRP. The reason I say that is because we would have been able to break the change of character. And the minute we do that, we are then fully on an uptrend. Now, if we want to look at it in another subjective manner, we can say that this is the parallel channel that it's creating on the way up. The question is, will it stick to this channel? That's what we need to wait and find out. Now, with analysts stating that BTC or that XRP could hit $3, the question is, how possible is it, and what is the timeline? Now, what I liked about this article is that there are some obstacles that have to be lifted. Now, first off, we always think about the simple moving average, and we always want to think about the RSI indicator, right? So right now, we do see that the RSI indicator needs to reverse from the negative shift. And what you can do here is go to the bigger time frames, and you can kind of see the problem is right now the RSI is higher than 50. We're sitting at around 55. But it is a very healthy RSI, specifically in the bigger time frames, right? Because the previous high is still higher than the current low, and this is actually lower than that previous high. That's that first retracement that we looked at when we first pulled up the charts. Unless it beats that retracement fully, we're still going to be waiting for that RSI to break through. And as long as it makes new higher highs in momentum from the last one, then we do have the potential to actually be getting back up to the $2.60, $2.70, and so forth. And I do believe once we're able to hit that 270, we should be easily coming right back up to $3. Why? Because FOMO in retail will start clicking in, and that's really important when it comes to trading crypto and looking at the market, because it is all market sentiment, right, you guys? As long as the market sentiment is positive, we're going to get a lot of buy signals in, and more importantly, that's going to bring liquidity into the market. I mean, and look, with BTC sitting at around $106,000 right now, we are still close to its old all-time highs, right? Like BTC is not very far from its all-time highs. We just want to zoom out here to look at that, and we can see here we are roughly about 5% from getting back to all-time highs, and that's not a bad number, you guys. Our last time we did that, it was roughly about 6 days ago, so about a week ago. We almost broke all-time highs again. The question is, do we still have enough momentum to push through? What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to continue day trading it and scalping as much money as possible from the market as it moves. And I do have the BTCC link below, you guys. You guys can use that fully. What it does have is a 10% deposit bonus right now. So use that shit to your advantage. So whatever you deposit, they'll give you a 10% bonus. I think their max cap is about 100K deposit. So you'll get up to $10,000 deposit bonus. That's literally free money. I'll make that the first link below. And what I recommend for looking at the market recently is make sure you're analyzing it daily. So like, for example, today we did our analysis this weekend on BTC, and we see that we've broken above this trend line. We are now retapping it here. And now we want to see, is this making a new parallel channel? If it is, what does that parallel channel look like? If it's going to be this type of fan that is too much of a full-blown uptrend. The good news is, though, is if this is the actual answer, and let's say that this is the first wave, what then we can take is the trend-based fib extension. Again, we're going to go up to the first wave, go back down, and we can estimate here that we'll get to the 1618, which is already a strong support turn resistance point at around 108,000. And then after that, we should be breaking to the new old all-time highs, which is the 2.618. Now the goal would be that BTC breaks through the 2.618, because that's going to bring a lot of liquidity over to XRP, and we're going to see this number go up. If you're a big XRP fan just like me, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We'll get a lot more news going on here, and I'll walk you guys through some of these daily trades that we're taking as we're making more videos. Thank you all so much for watching. Do not forget to take your 10K free deposit bonus in the link below. Click that link, use that to sign up, get started trading on it. And I do have some guides on the channel too, so if you want to like learn how to trade on there, do not hesitate, and you can also always reach out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you on the next video.